He leaves the office early these days. He said you have been sick for over a week now, and that there was no one to take care of you at home. So I decided to come check on you both.
You're right. Thank you so much for coming. I've been really down, and I thank God I'm getting better.
Yes, I can see. But you don't even look sick. Well, just keep on taking your medication. You will be totally fine.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jude, for coming. I am so grateful.
Okay. You are welcome. I will be on my way now.
Baby, your friend came around today.
Really? Who?
Mr. Jude. And he made mention of me being sick. I didn't understand what he was talking about.
Really? Then what was your reply to him?
I actually obliged because he sounded like you told him I was sick.
Okay then.
Yes, so why did you tell him I was sick? And he also made mention of you leaving the office very early these days. Is there something I need to know?
Of course not. I am as surprised as you are. I didn't tell him you were sick, and I haven't been leaving the office early. I have no idea what he talked about.
Really? So, where and why did he even come up with such a story?
Oh honey, don't stress yourself out. Mr. Jude plays pranks a lot. He just pranked on you.
Prank? Baby, that didn't look like a prank. Mr. Jude looked so serious, and he was even concerned that I wasn't even looking sick. I don't think that's a prank.
Woman, please, I'm tired of your questions. I don't know what you want me to say.
At least you can start by telling me where you've been all evening. You told me we were going to Mr. Jude's house, and Mr. Jude came here asking after you too. So how do you want me to get my head around all that?
So what is this about? Are you calling me a liar?
Of course not, baby. I just want some explanations.
And I obviously don't have any. I told you I went to Mr. Jude's house, and that is where I have been.
But baby, your story is not even adding up. A few minutes ago, you just told me that Mr. Jude was probably pranking on me. And now you're telling me you were at Mr. Jude's house with Mr. Jude. It doesn't even add up.
Bianka, good night. I won't let you interrogate me in my own house.
Interrogate? You really call this interrogation?
You know what? I will just go to bed while you decide what word is best for this situation. Good night and stop nagging.
Good morning, Miss Bianca.
Oh, good morning, Miss Bianka. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you. You don't look so bright. Hope everything is fine.
Yeah, sure. Everything is fine, Miss Bianka. Thank you.
Well, you can always talk to me.
Okay, but there is nothing to talk about. Anyways, thanks for your concern.
And yes, I am inviting you for a time with Mama.
A time with who?
Mama. It's a program that addresses marital challenges and lots more.
Okay, thank you, but I think your audience are those who are having marital challenges. And obviously, my marriage is doing fine. Thank you, Miss Bianka.
I can still leave you with our card. You never can tell. You might need it. Almost all the marriages in Lagos needs counseling.
Oh, really? Thank you. So, can we start our day already?
Oh, you are here. I was just coming from your office.
Good morning, Natalia. How was your night?
Fine, dear. You don't look happy. What's wrong?
I just had a very weird conversation with Miss Bianka.
Really? Hope you are not in her bad book already.
Right now, she's the one who is gradually making her way into my bad book.
What happened?
She was talking to me about some mama. I politely told her I wasn't interested and she kept pushing. Like, she even offered to leave me with the card just in case I'm having marital problems. Can you imagine? What nonsense.
Sorry about that. Well, that is Miss Bianka for you. She did same to me. Until I finally gave in.
Really?
Yes, I guess she was talking about the women club meeting I informed you of the other day. The founder of the group is Mama, as she's fondly called.
But is it compulsory that everybody working in this organization must be a part of the meeting? Or is this so-called Mama and her club affiliated to this organization in some way?
Of course not. Well, tomorrow is Friday and I will be going for the meeting. Will you be coming?
Even you? Please leave my way.
There's no time for this conversation.
But baby, you said the same thing last night.
And I'm saying it again.
Baby, we haven't even talked for some days now. We're just living like flatmates. Your silence is not helping at all. All I'm asking is that we find time for each other.
Okay. So I should leave my job and sit with you at home, right?
Of course not, dear. But we can create the time around our schedule. We barely talk. You come back home from work almost at night. Baby, things are not the way it used to be. Can't you see?
No. I can't. All I can see right now is that you are nagging.
I really don't understand how you're so comfortable with us not talking. I can't even focus at work. Even my colleagues are asking to know what's wrong.
Oh really? So you now discuss me with total strangers. Good. Keep it up.
Oh, you know that's not what I mean.
I really don't care what you mean. Discussing me with strangers is total disrespect, and I wouldn't take that from you.
Darling, I'm so sorry for not keeping with time.
Oh, it's fine. I just came in some few minutes ago.
Thanks, dear.
Natalia, what's the matter? Why do you look so exhausted and unhappy?
Nothing. I'm fine.
Oh, no, you are not. And you better start talking to me. What's wrong, dear?
I'm tired. I want out.
You want out? Out from where?
From my marriage.
Why? What's wrong?
We've been married for 5 years, and it has been the most unbearable years of my life.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Today, I confronted him about his mistress, and he started beating me.
Mistress?
Yes. His side chick. He keeps telling me to upgrade. Else he would never leave her for me. I don't know what else to do. I have done everything humanly possible to make him leave his side chick. But still, he's bent on keeping her. He hasn't been home for weeks. He just came in this morning. And when I confronted him, it ended up in the usual beatings and insults.
Did you just hear that? So, Natalia's husband wants her to upgrade. Else, he wouldn't leave his mistress, I mean side chick, for her. Wait, is it just me? Or does this truly sound abnormal? Like, how on earth will you be cheating on your wife, committing adultery, and you make it sound like it's her fault? Hell no. It's not her fault, man. It's a defect in your own character. Like, if you think your wife is slacking and needs to upgrade, so does cheating on her make up for that imperfection? And wait a minute. Why does Natalia's husband thinks he doesn't need to upgrade too? Oh, nobody has told him. Natalia, I'm really sorry. I never knew you've been going through all this.
Yes, I have. What makes you think I have been interested in the women club meeting? Well, this is going to be my last attempt to save our marriage. Come to think of it, I have done everything I can.
Oh, my mother-in-law. Natalia, I'm so sorry about everything happening in your marriage right now. But you see, I'm very positive that everything will work out for good, okay?
You don't have to be sorry, dear. It is fine. Seems your mother-in-law is around?
Oh, yes. And she just sent me a message that she's already in town. So let me just go and pick her up. You know, I really wish I could talk more with you.
It is fine. Sometimes all I want is someone who would listen. You just did, and that is enough. Thank you, dear. I will be heading back to the office. While you go to welcome your mother-in-law, also extend my greetings to her.
Thank you so much, dear. I'll call you, okay?
Bye for now.
Hello, Mom. Oh, you're home already? Okay, I'm almost there. Good afternoon, Mommy. How was the journey?
It was great, my darling.
So sorry for keeping you waiting. I know you must be so exhausted now. Let's go in.
My daughter, you look so beautiful as usual.
Thank you, Mom. And you keep getting younger.
You don't mean it. With all these grey hair, well, I look 100 years old already.
No, Mom, you don't look 100 at all. In fact, you look sweet 16.
Good evening, Queens. Today I humbly welcome you all to another life-transforming session. My name is Dorothy, but you can call me Mama. Today I will start with an explanation of what we do here, because I can see new faces. So, it is no news that weddings are being celebrated every weekend, in the presence of families, friends and well-wishers. Also, it has always been said that it is the dream of every girl to walk down the aisle. And I am saying to you that it takes a tough and a wise woman to overcome the challenges that comes after walking down the aisle. As I always say, marriage is for the wise and strong-hearted. It has conquered most women, and other women has conquered it. We all are gathered here today because we want to overcome the challenges in our individual marriages. And I must say without being boastful. You are at the right place. There have been lots of testimonies in this meeting as a result of my teachings. So if you want your own testimony, you will have to be humble enough to let go of some old ideas about marriage that don't even apply to this generation. For example, it has been said that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but in our world today, a lot of side chicks cook better than most wives. Also, I have been happily married for the past 20 years. And as usual, I will share my secret of marital bliss with you. But before then, can the new woman please introduce herself to the house?
Good evening, house. I'm Natalia. And I'm here because my home is at the verge of collapse.
Cheer up, dear. You are at the right place.
That was how it happened. It was so funny.
I can imagine. Mom, thank you so much for coming. Finally, this house is now lively again.
Speaking of lively, what are your plans?
Plans? On what, Mom?
Your marriage, of course. Or can't you see it's at the verge of collapse?
Verge of what? God forbid.
Yes, God forbid. But you definitely won't just stand there and say, God forbid.
Mom, I really don't think there's a problem. My husband has just been very busy.
Naive you. Well, the look I saw on your husband's face when he came back from work is definitely not the look of someone who has just been busy with work.
Mom, you're not scaring me. So, what do you think is happening?
Bianka, your husband, my son, is obviously seeing someone.